It's going to be interesting, the battle then, Sweden, Romania and Norway for those that one remaining automatic place. But for Spain, yes, they qualify, but they aren't quite the Spain that I suppose we're accustomed to a generation ago. And you look at the players, Craig, and average kind of springs to mind.
Well, obviously that's not the preferred centre-half partnership, and with Martinez and Albiol, as experienced as Albiol is. But then you've got injuries. I know, but Ceballos is not a regular player at Arsenal, but he's in the Spanish side. Fabian Ruiz is an excellent player for Napoli. Very good balance on the left foot, as is Thiago. But up front, Moreno making his debut. There was no Morata. No, it doesn't. You don't sit in the dressing room and think, how the hell are we going to beat these?
Yeah.
Because that's what you used to do. You used to think, well, one, how much of the ball are we going to get? Two, how are we going to get it back? And, how are we going to stop them scoring? And you look at them now and you think, it's reasonable, it's decent, but I think there are, at the moment, there's probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 at least better teams in Europe, maybe more than that.
They're very much in the shadow of that team that had so much success a decade ago. Are we expecting too much of them?
Well, I think if you look at the lineup, we shouldn't expect as much. Yes, they passed the ball well, as did the great Spanish teams before, but there's absolutely no cutting edge. I mean, Sweden really didn't look under that much pressure whenever the ball was in front of them, because the movement wasn't particularly great. There wasn't any particularly good combination play with the front three. And really, are we surprised?
No.
Because I don't think any of them are getting into the good side.
This is it, Gab. Really, I suppose overall, it's nothing new with Spain over recent years.
Yeah, I mean, look, we talk about transition, that they're trying to bring through a new generation. Obviously, Rodri, Fabian, Oyarzabal. It's going to take time. I think it's also worth remembering that there's a whole bunch of other players, especially from top sides, who were absent for this game. I think for the last game, I think the starting 11 was that they were from 11 different clubs. You're going to lose something in terms of chemistry. You're going to lose something in terms of quality. I wouldn't give up on them just yet, because remember, you've got people like Saul to return as well, Diego Costa if he ever starts scoring again, Morata. But without question, this is a team that's definitely suffered a wobble, also with what's happened to Luis Enrique as well, and his tragedy. So it's a work in progress. I mean, but 6 months from now, it could all be totally different.
Don't you think, though, the work in progress is going the wrong way? At the start of this campaign, I thought Spain would get through it, which obviously they are. But really, going into the Euros, is anybody going to be scared? And they haven't got better as the tournament's gone on. They haven't got better the more games they've played. So if they're trending the wrong way, why is anybody going to be scared of them?
I mean, I think you make a good point, because you could also argue, when they had the veterans in there in the next generation in the last couple of Euros and World Cups, they were poor. So who's to say when these guys come back they're going to be any better? I just think when you look around there, and it's a massive if, the amount of talent, again, when Asensio and Isco and those guys are fit again, the amount of talent, not many teams can match them. The question is, can these guys be fit in time? Can they find their match sharpness in time? And most of all, do you have a manager who can fit all these pieces together? And I think that would be the biggest concern. You look at this, we could end up at the start of Euro 2020 with a Spain side that looks completely different from this one. And then you've got chemistry issues and style of play issue. Craig mentioned, cutting edge and chemistry and combinations. These are all things that they're going to have to build upon very, very quickly.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.